Hi, love bunnies. I hope you guys all doing so well. Welcome, welcome back to Sit Down Sundays. In today's video, we are gonna be discussing another little trend that's happening, and I'm just like, but why are we doing this? If you would like to hear about this trend that I am hinting towards, then be sure to continue to keep on watching. Okay, love bugs. So this is not, well, actually, this is a mix between a trend as well as a supposed beauty hack. And it is the contouring, which is the 5-3 contouring method. And supposedly you are supposed to, the claims are, if you are doing makeup, this should be an technically easier way of doing your contour and your highlight. So the 3 is supposed to be the contour, you place your contour, and the 5 is supposed to be where you place your highlight, right? As we see in the image here. Now, I've been looking at a few videos, watching people on TikTok. I just made mine. Okay, so make sure you follow it. It's the same as my Instagram, which is at linabeautyhaus. Thank you very much. There is where I have certain special content. But I've been on the TikTok, down the rabbit hole of the makeup algorithm side of it. And I've been seeing this trend, right? And I'm like, I'm not understanding how this is a hack. So I'm looking at people blend it out, explaining it, say, oh, it's so amazing, this is great, this is a new way I could apply my makeup now. So the thinking that I'm thinking and the in-depth thinking that I'm doing, I'm just like, I don't see how this is helpful for the average person that's doing makeup, nor is it helpful or a hack for the makeup artist that's new and they're just getting into makeup, right? In my mind, in my thought process, a hack is supposed to be something that makes whatever task that it is so much easier, right? And this, to me, if I was new, if I was fresh into makeup, I would be completely lost and confused, right? Now, it was a makeup artist that went on the Tamron Hall show, and I just happened to catch a snippet of it, and he was talking about this hack. And I was thinking the same thing that he said. So a portion that he said was, unless you really know how to blend your products, this is not really a hack. This is not something that you can do on a daily. This is not something that the average person can do. And I completely agree with that. On a regular day of trying to contour and highlight, the average person doesn't really know exactly where placement is, what techniques to use, what tools to use when it comes to blending out, right? So before I give you guys any information, or even when I sit and film my own videos, I always put myself in a space of, if I was just starting makeup for the very first time, is this something that I can deem as easy or a hack, right? 1, everybody's face shape is completely different, right? So some people's face probably wouldn't be the perfect 3. Some people will probably just be a circle. Some will probably be just a line. Some probably the L shape, right? And then the placement of the concealer, the exact same thing. 1, face shape truly matters. Once you know your face shape, then you'll be able to know exactly where it is that you need to contour and where it is that you need to highlight. Not every single person needs to contour and highlight the exact same places. Why? Because we have different face shapes, different sizes. Some of us have smaller faces, longer faces, narrow faces, heart-shaped faces. All of these things are what has to be taken into account, right? Before we say something is a supposed hack. We can't do that. As I always say to you guys, we have to always look in the mirror and see exactly what it is that we are trying to achieve with our makeup, with our contour, with our highlight, with our blush. What are we trying to do, right? What's the look that we are going for? And then another thing is when it comes to these hacks, you know, again, getting into makeup, I know we want to play around, do these trends, see what's working, what doesn't work, but we always have to really sit and think. I know for me, when I first was starting makeup, I was not contouring, I wasn't highlighting, I wasn't doing any of that. And it took me time to slowly get into contouring my nose, utilizing highlight. I just now, as I got back into doing makeup again, I just now started doing blush. Blush is not really my thing, because even like I did a recent video about blush blindness, people just take blush and you just see pink and it's just all over the face and it looks so crazy to me. So it took me time to, okay, let me get into blush. Let me see how it looks good on me. Let me see what placement works for me. And it's the same thing when it comes to these hacks, right? The thing that really grinds my gears a tiny bit, but a lot of it at the same time, is because there's so much content that's out in the world, especially when it comes to makeup. I think a lot of newbies in makeup can really get confused, as well as is so much to consume, and they think that this is how you have to do makeup. That's why I try my hardest when it comes to me explaining things to you guys, me showing you guys things, me give you guys my tips and actual tricks, is because I'm giving it at a place of where I was starting, right? Blending is not the easiest thing to learn how to do. And so to say, oh, just do a 5 and just do a 3, then just blend it out. No, that doesn't necessarily work. That's why I try to be as tedious with you guys and explain things a certain way that's actually easy for you and actually makes sense. And it's at least a good foundation to then build on. And when it comes down to contour and highlight, which I have to do a video for you guys about contour and highlighting, that's not how I would break it down to you. I'm not gonna say, okay, draw 5 and draw a face. One, that's not practical, right? Even the average person who contours and highlight every day is not gonna sit here drawing letters and alphabets. I'm not doing that, okay? I got places to be, things to do. I don't have time. So again, we have to do things that make sense and it's also practical. Now, if you just want to test it out and have fun and play around, sure, not a problem. But as a newcomer and as a person that's really trying to start to get into makeup, where do I go? What videos do I watch? What can actually help me? What I can actually build upon? I would not utilize that technique per se as a starting point. Everything, again, is with moderation. Everything takes time to learn. And again, as I said in one of my videos, in my my everyday makeup video, when it came to our budget of $100, go watch it if you haven't. I explained to you guys in that video, everything was powder based, right? Because I want you guys to build up to utilizing creams, to utilizing liquids, because again, that takes time. I don't want you guys to walk outside looking crazy, right? I don't want that. I want you guys to love makeup and enjoy makeup and try makeup and have fun with it, but always know what works for you, right? And of course, as you get to learning more about makeup, you learn techniques that works better for you. And even with myself, I know what techniques that I like that works for me, but I'm always trying new things as well, right? Because I am an artist that work on other people, so different technique matter. And again, just to bring it back real quick, looking at where the placement of the 3 and the 5 is, what confused me is if you're using a contour color and then a highlight color, so is that supposed to be like what you wear? Are you putting foundation on top of it? Do you put this on after your foundation, before your foundation? Like, what's happening, you know? And then this is what's misleading, because the majority of the videos that I saw was females with bare face, and they just taking the brown and just taking the highlight color, and it's just like, so that's it. You're just wearing contour and concealer. Like, are you gonna use a powder? Are you gonna use a foundation on top of it? What's happening? So it's these kind of videos where it's like, I think it's misleading, and these are the things that I don't like when it comes to watching different videos. That's why I try to be as authentic and honest and transparent with you guys as possible when it comes to me giving advice, my tips, tricks, and things to try out. That's something that really matters a lot to me, and not just being a trend or being a supposed hack. That's not really a hack. It really adds more headache than a help, but that was just my little 2 cents on that. Very soon I will do a video with you guys of highlighting and contouring. I don't think I've done that in depth with you guys, so definitely that is on my list of videos that I need to make for you guys. Just my 2 cents, because I love makeup. This is really what I do, and I deeply have such a love for it, and it matters to me, the information that I give to you guys, and I hope that you guys receive it well, and hopefully I am helping you guys. But thank you guys so much for taking a part of your day and choosing to share it with little old me. I greatly appreciate it. If you guys have any videos, any photos, anything that you guys want me to discuss, and you guys may probably think this trend or hack is getting out of control, I have no issues looking into it and recording a video for you guys, giving my 2 cents, because this is what I do. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend, turn on your notifications so you'll be the first to be in the know when I post. Make sure you also follow me on my TikTok. I know I'm finally in that TikTok world. There I will have a lot more quick makeup videos. I'm gonna have other content outside of my YouTube, so make sure you guys go over there. It's the same as my Instagram handle at linabeautyhaus. It's the exact same on TikTok. Thank you guys so much again. As I always say, the true foundation of beauty starts from within. Makeup is just the cherry on top. I thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys so much, and I love you. Until next time. Mwah.